Miracle Maker, the song, was literally started on the Red Sea. We were in Eilat, Israel, staying in this, it was like Music City Hotel or something. It was hilarious. This old kind of janky hotel. And I went downstairs to the basement one night, and I mean, you can see the Red Sea just out the windows. It's amazing. Literally not far from there, some amount of football fields or miles, the Red Sea was split. And it's just amazing and miraculous. And it was a sobering, just mind-blowing thing to sit and think about that. So I go down to this basement and see this old piano sitting there that I know has a story to tell. And I think it was this old pub, saloon spot, or dance hall or something that it used to be. But it was all dark and there was just a piano sitting there. And so I went, sat at the piano, and began to unpack the reality that happened some few hundred feet from me. The fact that we have a God who's a miracle maker. You see it when he parts the Red Sea. You see it when he raised Lazarus from the grave. You see it when he healed a blind man, when he told a lame man to pick up your mat and walk and go home because your faith has healed you. You see it time and time again. And most importantly, you see it exemplified at the cross and the empty tomb. And so Miracle Maker started literally on the Red Sea. But what's crazy about that song is I worked on it for about the next year and I couldn't finish it. And I couldn't finish it till my son was born. Because I saw the miracle of life before my eyes. And I saw the breath of life in a soul being born in this world. And that miracle changed everything for me. And the moment he heard my voice, he knew his Father's voice. And I said, man, our God is a miracle maker. But more than the miracle, I want to know the maker. I want to know my creator in a greater, deeper way. And I don't think it was by accident that I could not finish a song about the maker of our miracles, the miracle maker, until I saw that miracle of my son being born 5 years ago. And then went and that summer finished this song, which was an incredible thing, to just look through the miracles in Scripture, to look through the miracle that he's done in my heart, and most importantly, the miracle, the finished work of the cross of Jesus. There's no valley his love can't lead you through. There's no mountain he can't move, but maybe the miracle is the mountain standing in your way because it leads you to your knees to just surrender to him and say, I give up, I need you. But no matter that circumstance, above any gift, above any amazing opportunity or literal miracle, I desire to know my Maker now more than ever. The miracle's great, but the Maker's even better. I've seen in myself that I have a tendency, and I don't think I'm alone in this, where we want that next thing. We want the opportunity. We want to just be led out of this valley, this trial. We want a miracle. But the miracles existed in Scripture not as an end to themselves, but as a means to reveal who the Maker was. When God healed the blind man, when he told the lame man to get up and walk, the greatest miracle of all was their faith healed them. And a day came, as jaded as it sounds, when the blind man couldn't see again because he was in his grave, the lame man couldn't walk again because he was in his grave. A day came when Lazarus went back in the grave. But the miracle of all was the eternal miracle that he did in their hearts through their faith. He used the miracles, the signs and wonders, those crazy things, and he still does them today, whether through just inexplicable moments, through amazing doctors, or so many crazy things. We still hear the stories today, and some of them look different, some of them look more similar than ever. But the miracles aren't a means to an end for themselves. They're a means to reveal who the Maker is. And as Jesus walked the earth, he used those signs and wonders to prove that he was who he said he was, the God of the universe, here in human flesh. And so for me, if I'm being brutally honest, there are moments when I desire the gift, I desire the miracle, I desire the circumstance to change over knowing the God of that circumstance. I desire the creation over the Creator, I desire the miracle over the Maker of that miracle. But the more I grow in my relationship with the Lord and learn from him, the more I realize, no, the greatest miracle of all is actually the relationship with him. It's actually the faith that's found in trusting in him. And that's the eternal one. Every other opportunity, every other gift, every other miracle, every other breakthrough, every other healing, every other just mountaintop experience will end this side of heaven. But the one thing that'll live forever is the resurrection, is the eternal work he does in our hearts. So if you find yourself today in that spot where you're just saying, I could really use a miracle in this moment, like truly, I need something crazy to happen. I need deliverance. I need freedom. I need that prodigal to come home. The list goes on and on and on. My encouragement to you today is remember Scripture says that we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. It says that in Romans 8:37. And then don't forget that the same Spirit that rose Lazarus from the grave is alive in you. He's working in your midst. He is a resurrection and life, and everyone who believes in him will live even if he dies. It says it in John 11. He is faithful, he is able, and he has conquered every grave.